Blake Lively is subpoenaing Perez Hilton, Candace Owens, and Andy Signore? Uh-oh. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and I'm kind of furious. And I'm very grateful as well because I got attorney Ron Zambrano here to back me up on this story. So honored to have you back, Ron. How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks for having me under these circumstances, unfortunately.
Look, I can only laugh at this because this reads so desperate. But before I get to what I sent back to TMZ, which of course they didn't share at all, I want to sort of update you because, yeah, allegedly Blake Lively is subpoenaing us. News to me. News to Candace Owens, who's also live right now, also saying she wasn't subpoenaed. So I don't know what this is. It screams a leaked sort of PR campaign from Team Blake to try to make us look like we're shady, like we're working with Justin is what this reads to me. And I don't know, guys, that's ridiculously unfair, wrong, defamatory. Let's go and look at what TMZ's alleging. The legal war between Blake and Justin has taken another turn with notable online personalities being drawn into the fight over possible collusion via their Blake bashing commentary. Source with direct knowledge says TMZ, Perez Hilton, Candace Owens, and Andy Signore, that's me, have all been subpoenaed to turn over any and all communications with Justin Baldoni and Wayfair parties. I can tell you that hasn't happened yet. A comment is coming regarding what happens if they do. The subpoenas may be connected to the judge's order early this month, allowing Blake to take discovery in order to uncover the alleged lengths, if any, Baldoni's side may have gone to, and working with notable anti-Blake content creators. I am so offended by this term, as part of the alleged smear campaign. Hilton, Owens, Signore have all used their sizable digital platforms to discuss case developments, and the trio's commentary has largely hated on Blake's claim. Is that what it is? So when we disagree, we are hating now, Ron. How is this fair reporting? Is this fair reporting that you're reading?
No, and when you initially reached out to me about the subpoena to people like you and Miss Owens who just report on what they're seeing and have opinions of what they're seeing, to me this smacks of trying to weaponize the litigation process to really kind of try to silence people like you, people like Miss Owens and others from having an opinion online, under this threat of subpoena. And I just, it doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't smell right with me. And it's disappointing, but I'm not surprised.
It's gross is what it is to me. Yeah. So we are propping up Baldoni's side. No, I'm propping up the truth is what I'm doing here. And it's 4 million to countersue. That is until it was dismissed. In fact, it was popular YouTuber Signore via his channel, Popcorn Planet. Hey, I'm in the news. Who claimed that exclusive featuring Baldoni lawyer Brian Friedman's statement as to why the parties chose to forego amending dismissed lawsuits. Now, let me clarify, because I've seen a lot of anti-Justin camps out there trying to make this a story. And it's weird how now TMZ seems to be parroting them. And it's almost as if, Ron, there's a retaliation campaign on Team Blake to come after us. Huh, the irony, isn't it? But I digress. Literally, countless anonymous accounts just recycling the same talking points against me. The exclusive here was, you were on this video, Ron. The fact that I scored both you and Melcher was a coup. Having both of these experts on my video talking about it, and it did seem like no one else was talking about it because this morning we were facing World War III, and I guess all the outlets later in the afternoon shared this same statement I had. It's not like I had something nobody else had. They just, I don't think, reported on it first. So yeah, the idea of this conversation isn't exclusive is really all I meant by that. And everybody's taking it out of context and trying to make it as if it's bad. Ron, you're a lawyer, Ron. Like, is it wrong of us to go reach out to parties involved in the news story to get official statements? Is that shady?
No, it's not shady. It's best practice amongst the press. I have my own. I've been lucky enough to have my own media attention cases, and I always get calls from TMZ and other outlets to get comment before they do a story. So my understanding is that both yourself and Miss Owens do the same thing before you go on. You ask for reach out to both sides. It's not your fault who decides to reach back out to you and give you any responses. So, and that's part of the role of the press, right? To have an opinion and to a good journalist who does this is open to at least hearing from both sides and reporting that. Even if you don't have to agree with one way or the other, you're not robots, and that's just the nature of what the press is supposed to be in this country.
Well said, and that's what's really irritating me. So anyway, TMZ wrote back. They gave me about 5 minutes, Ron, to respond. Of course, and then of course the end of the article at the point before now I've updated it, but they had said, oh, we haven't heard back. I had 5 minutes. Literally was out with my kid. The email from TMZ was the alert I got, not any subpoena, not anything else. It was the producer Ryan at TMZ asking for comment. Well, anyway, after calling my attorney Nate the lawyer, shout out, bravo, thank you, sir, helping in a pinch. And I called Ron as well to get some thoughts, just to try to and also just fellow friends to sort of, this is crazy. Here's what my response from my attorney is. I'm reading my attorney's words here. My client has not been served with any legal process at this time. Should service occur, we intend to vigorously defend against any claims and will protect the confidentiality of sources on both sides. I want to emphasize that on both sides. Both sides. Consistent with the principles of press freedom and journalistic integrity that outlets such as TMZ relied upon in their own coverage of the Amber Heard trial. Yes, they did. They spent a whole bunch of time, Ron, sending an expert into that case to protect their journalistic integrity. But now, Team Blake, it's weird how quick they seem willing to throw other journalists under the bus. Furthermore, categorizing my client as an anti-Blake content creator is not only false, but potentially defamatory. My client's commentary is rooted in evidence and journalistic truth, not partisanship. We hope that moving forward, all reporting remains grounded in accuracy and avoids perpetrating misleading narratives. Now, I gave that statement, and of course, they only used the first comment, Ron. They never used the full statement. It is what it is.
Yeah.
They don't like when I call them out. But what do you think about all this? I go to you because I guess I don't want to say too much more, given now it's turning into some potential legal battle. But what are your thoughts on this? Are you surprised Team Blake is resorting to now trying to threaten and silence the press?
Yeah, so yes and no, but based on prior conduct that's been happening and prior comments about just what has been happening in the case in general, and they've been a little cavalier about certain things. But to me, this implicates three things. One is the reality is if you get subpoenaed and they ask for documents, you can assert your rights that are recognized in the federal court, where this is that you can protect your sources because it doesn't implicate any criminal activity. Two is this kind of is a shot across the bow to not only you, but other media folks, either on YouTube or TikTok or traditional media, to well, wait a minute, what if I, report the news and then I have a comment as to, who's on the side of right and wrong? Am I going to be subject to a subpoena? So that has a chilling effect. And then three, whether there's actual legal action against you beyond that, right? Beyond just the PR effect of it all. And it would, I think that is the thing we're all in the back of our heads, kind of the most concerned about from an academic standpoint for me, a reality standpoint for you and Miss Owens. But you are 100% protected under many statutes and also the First Amendment. So, as long as it's still there and wasn't affected by the big beautiful bill, to report and have freedom that is protected to report on the as a member of the press. So, there's a lot implicated here, but the most one is why pick this fight out of all of them to go after people in the press when part of the image is that you are, you've retaliated against Baldoni, that's out there. Yeah, the complaint is gone, but this is not good. I don't know who's telling these people to do well in PR, because they're doing terrible PR. They should have left well enough alone, and now this is a new front that I don't think will get much traction. I don't think a judge will order you to do anything. And if they do, like you said, well, that means you'll do things for both sides.
Yeah, look, it's just all very disturbing to me, because it does feel like they're just trying to play the PR game, which is what they accused Justin of doing. They're massive hypocrites. TMZ is part of it. TMZ is so anti-Justin. So many outlets are. And I just am sick of this power couple, in my opinion, getting away with all this. When they started it, they leaked the text, they created this whole PR narrative and this idea that we're part of a smear campaign. I'm confused, because it's are they implying I was part of the smear campaign earlier as part of the alleged? Are they now trying to claim this is all right? Still a smear campaign, Ron? What is this?
By that sentence, if it's true that they have these feelings, they're going to try to shoehorn you into something that happened in the underlying facts of the complaint, and which would be a lot of mental gymnastics to do. I'm assuming, I don't know.
Yeah, game on. Do you do you? That is absolute horseshit that any of us were. I never knew who this guy was. Justin Bolden. That's what's so ironic about all this. I only reacted because of Blake's own words and actions, and the fact that she can't take accountability for them is why we're here. If she had just apologized to Kirsty, that journalist, I think all this would have gone away. It's ironic too, because Anne Hathaway was also called out, apologized, and everybody moved on. And if Blake had just accepted that she looked awful in that junket and actually called her, and we've talked about it in the doc, Kirsty is in the doc, her partner, a lot of people, and everybody points to that point, Ron, as where it all went south for her. And I think if she had actually had a good PR person to invite Kirsty over and try to be nice and apologize and win her over, don't you think that would have changed all of this?
Yeah, I think a lot of celebrities avoid the off ramps that are provided to them, and I think it's more out of pride versus doing the harder thing, which is self-reflecting, going, you know what, I could have handled that better. I think all of us have moments in our lives where we go, you know what, I could have handled that better, and let me go address that. And so far, that is not what Miss Lively is doing, and that has perpetuated things going forward. You're absolutely right.
Well, it's wild. There it is. I wanted to get this out. It's raining. The Diddy verdicts are coming in as I speak, so I'm going to go report on them as well. Lots of stuff coming. So stay tuned, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that bell for all alerts, smash that like as well so you get notified, and we will keep you updated as things come forward. A lot more is coming your way, so stay tuned here on Popcorn Planet, and make sure you help us. We're not giving up. You can go to itendswithjustice.com or popcornplanet.com to support our documentary. It's still going on. Pick up the investment pack, sign up, become a member, go to member perks. You can sign up there and pick a member. That's where we'll be using your funds towards helping this documentary and telling the truth. It's not a team or the other. It's about the evidence and the truth. That's all we're doing here. And if someone's got evidence for Blake, please call us up. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for it. Stay tuned, everybody. Thanks so much for watching here on Popcorn Planet.